Hello guys, you are welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how I make this beautiful sleeve you are watching on the screen right now. I'll be showing you in details of how I make it from beginning to the end, but in this particular tutorial I'm going to be showing you just part of it, then I'll post the remaining one later. So here is the pattern paper I'll be using for this tutorial. Just fold your pattern paper as shown. You will definitely need a pattern paper for this neckline. You will definitely need a pattern paper for the neckline. So fold your pattern paper into two and measure out depending on how much you want to use for the neckline, depending on how wide you want it to be as well. So after you fold it, and I measure out 12 on fold, then I folded it again. Can you see? Just like you want to fold your, can you see? I open it again and show you guys. Just fold it just like you want to fold your fabric, cut together sleeve fabric. That's how you're going to fold the paper. After folding it, can you see this is 4? So I'm going to measure out 4 at this part. Then here as well, I'm going to be using 4 by 4 for the neckline. 4 by 4. If you want the neckline to be very wide, you can decide to use 5 by 5. You understand? So for this one that I wear, that you see in this tutorial, that I wear in this tutorial, I use 5 by 5. I use 5 by 5 because I later cut the neckline. Here it is 4 by 4, but later, because I want it a little bit wide, so I later cut 1 inches again from the breadth and the length. So everything is now 5 by 5. That was about it. Then after you are done with that, the next thing you're going to do is to measure out from here. Measure out your 5 inches. Measure out your 5 inches or 5.5. Okay, you are going to be measuring out 5.5. Can you see? So from here I measure out 5.5, not 5 inches. I'll tell you the reason why I don't use 5 inches in this tutorial. But if you don't want yours to be too wide to come down, you can just minus it. Instead of using 5.5, you can just use 5 or 4.5. So everything I have here is 5.5. So I'm going to cut it out. Just cut it out as shown. It's very simple and easy to make. Though when you are making it for the first time, it might look somehow, but by the time you make it like 1 time, 2 times, you see that it's very simple. So this is what you are going to have after you cut it. You're going to have this round shape here. Can you see the round shape? Then the next thing you are going to do after you get your round shape now is that you're going to mark out 1/2 inch from the neckline. Yes, you're going to mark out your 1/2 inch from the neckline. But before that, you're going to need another paper. Just take your pieces of paper and cut out 2 by 2. Cut out a pattern paper of 2 by 2 and cut out another piece of 3 by 3. So you're going to cut out a pattern paper of 2 by 2 and 3 by 3. So like I said, so you're going to measure out 2 by 2. So the 2 by 2 is going to be all round. All the 4 corner, you are going to measure it out and make sure that it give you 2 by 2. Then after you are done with that, after we are done with that, we are going to cut another piece of 3 by 3. So let's measure it out. This is 2, and as well here 2. So we are going to drop that. Then we are going to cut out the 3 by 3 that we said earlier. So this, measure it out, 3 here, mark it out, then another 3 as well. Then we are going to cut it, trim it off. Just make sure that it gives you the 3 by 3 that you need. So this is the 2 paper that we need. Then the next thing you need to do is to fold one of the paper, to fold your 2 by 2 like this. Mark it out just the way I'm doing it right now. Just mark it out as shown, just to give you the shape that you're going to be using for the design of the neckline. Just mark it. The pen is not showing very well, that's why I'm doing it like that. So then cut it out just like this. Cut it out as shown, just to give you this, what I have here. Then the same thing, repeat the same thing for this one as well. Repeat the same thing for the 3 by 3 as well. So this is it. This is how it's going to look like after doing it. So I'm going to find stay to cut these 2 pieces inside stay, so that it will be very easy for me to start making. So the next thing we are going to do now is to start marking out ½ inch at the down part. Mark your ½ inch at the down part as well. Mark your ½ inch at the neckline as well. Just mark your ½ inch at the down part and at the neckline. So let's do that. And this is it. I already mark it out. This is what I have. So I'm going to like use my pen to connect this dots that I make. So let me just do that. So can you see, this is ½ of an inch at this down part as well. I have my ½ of an inch there as well. So this is it. This is it after I mark my ½ inch out. So this is it. Just place this your, I already mark it out. I already used stay to bring out the paper, so that you guys, so that we can see it very well. I don't want to use the same thing, the paper, the brown paper, and this round shape I'll be using for the design. I don't want it to be brown as well. That's why I decided to use white, so that we can see it clearly. So just mark it out as shown. Can you see? So that's how you're going to be placing it beside each other like this. Just place it beside each other like this. That's how you're going to do it all round. This is how you're going to do it all round the neckline. All around the neckline. Just leave little space in between, like quarter of an inch or 2 stick, quarter of an inch or 2 stick of your tape roll. Just 2 stick or quarter of an inch in between the neckline. So this is it. Can you see what I have here? Can you see it? This is how you're going to do this. So after you are done with this, the next thing you're going to do is to take the big piece. This is the small piece, right? This is the big piece. Just take the big piece and just place it as shown. Can you see? Just take the big piece and place it as shown. Can you see? Repeat the same thing for the second one. That is how you're going to do this as well, just like we did for the first one. That's how we're going to repeat it all through till we finish this as well. That's how we're going to do it till we finish this as well. And this is it after I already do the down part as well. This is what you're going to have. You can decide to leave it like this. You can decide to leave it like this. But if you still want the design just to look like the one I make, place it in the middle, in between. I place it in between the two holes. Make sure that it's in between the two holes. Can you see? So that is for the small part. Then this is the big part. You're going to take the big, just like we did earlier. Just place it in between the hole. Yes, this is what you're going to have. Can you see? That is how you're going to repeat it all through again. You're going to repeat it all through the round, the neckline, before we start fixing our before we start fixing the our bias, because I'm going to be using bias for the this thing, for the material on the neckline. So that's how you're going to do it. If today is the first time of watching my YouTube channel, you are welcome. And if you are a return subscriber, you are welcome as well. So if you are here to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so that you'll be notified anytime I posted a new tutorial on my channel. Thanks for watching the channel. So that's how we are going to do that. That's how we are going to repeat doing that. This is it. So I'm done with the upper part. So I'm going to do the down part as well. And that is that about that. So here is the bias I'll be using for this tutorial. This normal bias that we always use. That is what I'll be using for this tutorial. So this is, so I'm just going to like fold it just like normal fold. The bias is not even up to 1 inches. So I'm just going to fold it like this. Just going to take it to the machine and just fold it like this. After folding it, I'm going to show you what we got. I'm going to show you what we got. That is after. So this is it. Just place it on the machine and just sew it straight down as shown here. Just sew it straight. So that's how you're going to do that. So, and here is our pattern paper. So I'm done fixing all these my paper, and here is the bias that I already turned. So I'll be using this wine and this black for this tutorial, and I already sew it. So you're going to sew as much as possible. So I think I used like 4 row for this neckline. I use 4 row or 3.5 row for the neckline. So this is it. So the next thing we are going to do now is that if it's your first time of doing it, pick out the first one you first did, the first one we did before we now start adding at the middle. Pick it out, leave the one in the middle, mark it out as shown, just the way I'm doing it. Mark it out. You are going to mark it out at the neckline, and also at the down parts. Just make sure that you mark it out as. So that is that about that. The next thing you are going to do now, please watch this carefully. I started at the down part, not at the neckline. You are starting at the down part, not at the neckline. So just place it. Just place your bias as shown and follow the round shape you already mark out. Just follow it. It's going to take your time, but believe me, if you take your time and do it very well, you are going to love the outcome. You are going to love how it's going to be by the time you are done making it. Just take your time and just follow this procedure. So that's how you are going to. So I would advise that the one you pick earlier, first do that one. The one we pick out at this edge, the one we first do, first pick that out before you now start putting the one in the middle, the one we later put in the middle. You understand? So that it will enter the round, the figure we need, so that it will come out very fine. You can decide to use just one color. You can decide to use a plain color, which is black, or any color of your choice. And you can decide to mix the color as well, depending on your choice. So just watch how I'm doing it, one after the other. So we are almost done making it. Just take your time and do it one after the other like this. And after making it, this is what we got. Can you see that? Very beautiful. So in my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how you are going to attach it to your fabric, how you are going to attach this into your main body. So I'll be showing you guys how I will do that. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and like this video. And after sewing it, this is what I got. Can you see this? Very beautiful. So I'm going to see you guys in my next tutorial. Thank you for watching this tutorial. God bless you. Bye.